everyone, and welcome to the Hazers channel. My name is Bree, and today, since it's been rainy recently, I figured I would make you guys a video. So, someone actually commented and wanted to know what type of equipment we use when we film. Well, I have made a mess of this table, and I laid out everything that we use. So, I'm gonna dive in one by one and explain what it is and why we use it. Let's get started. The DJI Pocket 3. So this one is awesome because he's a little gimbal and it lets you film vertically or horizontally, and it films in 4K 60, which is really cool. And it also has a battery handle, which makes the battery life even longer. It has a tripod, which you can lay out or you can hold it like this. So when you're walking around, you can hold it. And I like this because the stabilization's actually really good. Because even if I'm all crazy, the footage still tries to stay nice and flowy. And I use this when I do B-roll of the bike. So anytime you see like moving footage around the bike, it's with this guy. Next, I have the Insta360 X4. So we had the Insta X3 prior to this guy, but this guy films at a higher frame rate. So that's why we switched and got this one. This is really nice because it has a camera on both sides. So when you're filming, you can actually see all around you, which is really cool because you can reframe. So whereas if you have something like this and you're filming and it's pointed at the ground, with this, it's okay because you could just grab the footage and manipulate it to be perfect to where you want it to be. And that's something that I really, really like. So that's something that I kind of take advantage with the other footage is I try to manipulate it and I can't. And it's something that this kind of spoiled me with. So this is pretty cool. So the ways that we use this is we put it on like a stick and then we attach it to the bike at various angles so that way we can get different types of shots. And it's also good for any type of shot where you're not exactly sure where you want to be filming because you can always change it later. And that's why I like this guy. With that, we also use the GPS remote. So this little touchscreen guy goes into this little holder. And this holder goes onto the handles of the bike. They also make a watch one where you can put it on the watch instead. And I kind of like the other one better, the old GPS remote. It didn't have a preview screen, but it was pretty like resilient. This one, it actually lets you see what you're recording, which is really cool because when you're filming with the Insta360, you can't really see the screen, obviously. So this kind of lets you know if you're in frame or not. And it also gives us the GPS details for when we're out on the rides. Next, we have our microphones. This is the DJI mic, and this is the DJI mic 2. So the DJI mic we use when we're using the phones, and I'm actually using it right now. It's nuzzled in between my boobies. And then the DJI mic 2 is what we use for in conjunction with the Insta360. Why is that? Because for some odd reason, this is the only microphone that works with Bluetooth with the Insta360. So we had to get it. And they actually look way better in person. So it looks like a really cool, clear kind of cover on it. And then the wind muff for this, or the dead cat, or the muffle tuff, goes over the whole top. In pictures for the DJI Mic 2s, they don't look that great. They look kind of cheap and bad, but in person, they're really good. It's just whoever did the editing for their photos made it look like it was a cheap piece of plastic and not metal. This is metal, but in their photos, it doesn't look like it. Next, I have the Insta GO 3S. This guy is super cool because it's kind of like a GoPro, but more convenient because you can literally put this thing anywhere. So this guy has a little lock button right here. You push on it and it releases the camera. And the camera is magnetic. So you can wear it as a necklace, you can put it on anything that's metal, and it kind of films in like a wide angle, but not in a distorted, what's the word? A distorted way? Is that it? But it films like a wide field of view, essentially. And the battery life inside of the pod is much better than outside of it. but it has a screen that you can flip up and you can move around. You can attach it pretty much the same way you can any GoPro or DJI, you know, Action cam, same thing. It just snaps on the bottom and holds it. But this guy's actually very strong with the magnet. So even though it's magnetized, it's also strapped in. So there's no chance of it going anywhere. Next is the DJI Action 3. You're like, why do you have the Action 3 when the Action 4 is out? Because this is our beat up camera. So this guy has seen some things. We used it for like when Jay's kicking up dirt or kicking up rocks, or if we want a low to the ground shot, because it's an older camera. And the older cameras can kind of handle more abuse than the newer cameras can. Like this one, it's seen a lot of action and it still works really well. I even have like the dive cover for it. So that way when it's gonna get like really dirty or really messy or something, I don't have to worry about it at all. Next, battle of the drones. So we have a DJI drone and then we also have the SkyDoo drone. The SkyDoo drone is better for like auto follow because it will follow you and like, oh, so precisely. This one, if it loses track of you, it gives up and just thinks that you died. So this one is not my favorite. This one will actually continue to look around for you, find you, and then keep going with you. And this one can go at very fast speeds. And its obstacle avoidance has been improved since the past few incidents. It just crashed right into those stupid things. But Jay actually got a whole bunch of them. And the reason is because they're the best ones that we've used for filming because they have good battery life, it has a good connection, it attaches to a little beacon that it follows. So unlike DJI, where it's only focused on kind of you and trying to figure out where you're going, this has a beacon to follow, which is even better. SkyDio was actually bought out by the government. The government wants their drones. So SkyDio, it's not really a product that you can purchase anymore. You can buy it secondhand though through like eBay and stuff. But the DJI drone still has a place. And that's because of its different types of action shots. So DJI has kind of like a quick action button. And you can go around the subject, you can swoop up to the sky, you can come down low, kind of like what we did for Jay's slingshot video. And it has a better manipulation for the controller. Like it's easy to use for the user with the controller versus the SkyDio. It's not as intuitive in that area. But see, each has its pros and cons. Like this one's bad for following. This one is great for following. This one is great with a controller. This one is not as fun with a controller. So that is essentially all of the stuff that we use to film all of our content. I hope you liked this video. And if you did, make sure to like it and comment which one you think is your favorite. I'm sure Jay will put a link down below where you can get all of this different type of stuff if you're interested in it or if you want to get some fun stuff to play with. You know, cameras are always fun just because you could kind of film the world any way that you want to. And it's kind of fun. So thank you for watching and I'll see you guys soon once the weather clears up because all it is rain, 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 rain. And stay sunny side up.